right, we are ready to jump on back into game number 4.
Oh. All right, the lobby is up. The players are ready. The map is Derelict Watcher.
Is it derelict? What did derelict?
What?
Nothing. It's
I can't see Derelict Watcher and not think of Zoolander, frankly.
All right, well, moving into Derelict Watcher, in the upper right-hand corner, it is the yellow Zerg this time. His name is Spidersayer.
And in the bottom left-hand corner, looking to tie this up and bring it to a best-of-7 match, or, you know, then he might go home. It is Yoshi. I hope he doesn't go home. These have been good games.
Yeah, absolutely. We've seen a lot of different variety out of both players. This is another, relatively small map, so literally anything could happen, Galgation.
Literally, which now also means figuratively.
Yeah, actually it does.
Yes, that's the Webster Dictionary for you right there.
Yeah, absolutely. The English language is officially broken.
Oops,
if it wasn't before. But while we get into this game, do us a favor, go to twitter.com and follow at WingnetSC and at Galgation. We are your casters today. We are at Youmacon in Detroit, Michigan. You like how I pronounced that correctly there?
Yeah.
Been
1 out of 10 ain't bad.
Been giving me a hard time all weekend for pronouncing it Youmacon.
And even if you decide you don't want to give us a follow, go ahead and let Youmacon know that you've enjoyed the StarCraft 2 tournament, that you've enjoyed listening to our pretty voices all day, as this is the first time that they've hosted a StarCraft 2 tournament, and hearing some positive feedback is going to make them more likely to want to host one in the future, of course. So yeah, just let them know that you have enjoyed hanging out with us today. We've enjoyed hanging out with you, so thank you for joining us. And Spidersayer's enjoying hanging out with these SCVs over here.
Yeah, definitely send that esports love along. That's what makes these games continue to come back at events like this. We're really excited to see they had StarCraft here. We're really happy when they agreed to have us here. It's been a pretty exciting event all the way around.
Absolutely.
So it looks like Spidersayer is going to give up on the old scout around Rooney and get a expansion of his own going out here. But Yoshi looks like he's going to be having the same thing in mind as he's collecting a few minerals there with the SCV. But honestly, it seems like when you have some minerals in your hand that you're trying to hold on to while moving around with your SCV, it should take longer to build things.
No.
No?
Spidersayer has taken a 3rd hatchery before pool, so he is going heavy macro this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure Yoshi knows his timings, and the fact that a pool is going down at this time with this many drones has that potential.
So at this point, I wonder if Yoshi has something tricky up his sleeve, If he's going to be able to pull something out, if this is the time where he feels like he wants to pull something out, or if he just feels like going fairly standard.
Yeah, we will soon find out. I mean, so far it's been pretty similar builds. Command Center after Barracks, we're seeing Marines come out. We haven't really seen Reapers out of Yoshi. Not favoring the Reaper play, but he is now getting a scout of the 3rd base, so he knows for sure that is in fact a thing, and will be in this game.
So he's got to bear in mind that he's going to be down a base from very early on, and some players will try.
Oh, he canceled it. He canceled the 3rd base. Mind games.
I'm loving the mind games, my friend. He let his counterpart view that. And now, what's he going into after this?
Oh, that's awesome. I think he's just going to go into a big Ling rush.
Oh, big Ling rush. That's beautiful.
Making nothing but Lings. He's got the gas going, so he's going to get. It's going to be kind of late to get speed. I think he's probably just going to go for some Banelings here.
What we've seen from Spidersayer thus far is he usually gets the Banelings first, and then he gets the speed after that.
Yeah,
but these Lings are running straight across the map, and there's only 2 Marines in this bunker, and there are no more supply depots. So Spidersayer is sneaky. Winter in chat did say Spidersayer is a sneaky one.
Sneaky
and
spider.
Sure enough.
Look at the train of Zerglings heading across the map.
And Yoshi senses something. He's getting those SCVs.
Oh, he canceled 2 of the supply depots putting down.
Or a command center instead, but
that's actually
still
not
a pretty
blocked
big
right
hole
there. Yeah, that's not blocked, and now, yep. So I think there's still a path in here. It's hard to tell. I guess sometimes the blocking of the buildings, but This is, I'm interested to see how this turns out.
It looks like he
Speed
opted
is
for
now
speed,
a quarter about of the way done, and Baneling Nest going down as well. So I think he's just going to stock up Zerglings until that Baneling Nest is finished, and then just do a giant bust.
It's very possible. You know, I'm not so... Like, the mind games were cool, I definitely think, but I'm not entirely sure what it gained him at this point.
I mean, we do see 2 Hellions coming up, but those Hellions are going to have to stay back. I mean, Yoshi knows that something's going on here.
Absolutely, and you know, he does have 2 SCVs that are outside the ramp that he's not even going to bother trying to get in. He doesn't want to lose the same way that he lost game
look
1.
At this. There's 2 more Hellions on the way, but there's 26 Zerglings in production that are about to finish, and they're going to be heading across. Baneling Nest is finishing. Speed is about to finish. This is going to be one hell of a bust, people.
Absolutely, but Yoshi is trying to prepare for it. He is doing that swap, and he is getting the bunker on the top. So,
gosh, but you know, on this right side here, and he does a scan, he sees the Baneling Nest, and you know, so he sees all the things, but it's a little too late because the bus is about to be incoming. But the right side of these supply depots is definitely the weak point, but he's moving that command center out early. He knows what's coming. Here come the Banelings taking down that bunker. In come the Zerglings.
Just trying to run in.
No! The supply depot was down. The Zerglings run right in. This is the same thing that happened in game 1, but there are a good number of Hellions that are taking down that bunker. Oh man,
the Hellions were able to clean up all the Zerglings that made it in behind the wall, but there are more coming behind, and Zerglings will be able to follow this. He is going to try and land to make a double wall. Now there's a siege tank, so that is going to actually be very useful against the continuation of this attempted push.
Yeah, but I mean, if he just sends a couple Zerglings, oh, big tank shot he didn't need to take there. If he just sends a few Zerglings in ahead of those Banelings, he can still get a connection. And right now, okay, now he's building a, look at this wall.
Oh, yeah.
He is building a second level behind this original supply depot. So, I mean, he could do the same thing now. I mean, he could just sit back and, you know, go.
That Hellion did not come out on the right side.
No, he's like, I am stuck. Oh, but he did end up taking out a Baneling, so that's definitely a good thing.
If you had to be killed, that is the way to do it. But yeah, I mean, when Yoshi decides to defend something, he does it right.
That wall is no joke, my friends. Take a screenshot of that.
But the problem now is that he may be defended in his base here, but he's only on 1 base, and now Spidersayer is free to take all the bases that he wants. He's double expanding. He can get his lair. He can go into Mutalisks and, you know,
yeah, if he knows Spidersayer, he sees this lair going down, he knows what's going to happen. 3rd and 4th base coming down, so this, you know, Spidersayer doing the same kind of thing. And Yoshi just kind of holding up here.
But Yoshi playing very well with these Hellions, baiting them along the sides, so the tank shots are getting taking down some of these Zerglings, but a great spreads here by Spidersayer, just
these Zerglings and Banelings on hold position, taking some shots on the tanks. Do see
so many tanks.
That's a lot of friendly fire there from those tanks as well, and those SCVs.
And so Yoshi is able to break the siege and begin mining at his base. Once again, there are 2 Banelings morphing in the corner, but it looks like Yoshi may figure that out. Nope, he's going to move back.
Spidersayer making a huge round of drones here. This is the same thing I'm afraid of now as I was last time with Blue Flame done, this number of Hellions on the field and these tanks, that he's just going to run right over with these Hellions, and there's nothing here.
Those Banelings did finish, but there wasn't a whole lot done with them as the tank volleys were able to take them out without too much damage done to the SCVs. None were killed. And out come the Blue Flame Hellions.
Yeah, 2 Hellbats loaded into a medevac headed across the map. Blue Flame Hellions headed across the map. This is looking a little rough for Spidersayer now. Same kind of situation we've seen before. Lair half done, and all these Hellions headed across the map.
His Roach Warren is also about 1/3 of the way done. He's spreading out his Zerglings, but honestly, he's off creep. Banelings are trying to be morphed, but they have been canceled. That Spine Crawler's only about halfway done, and these drones are not long for this world. Zerglings come in to try and get surrounds on the Hellions. 1 does fall. 2nd gets surrounded. Is going to be taken out, but the Hellbats drop, and the Hellions are getting loaded up. Nope, the Hellbats are the ones that got loaded up, and now these Hellions are just training along. And suddenly now it's Spidersayer who's forced to retreat to his base and try and deal with this aggression.
Spidersayer is doing a good job of managing this so far. I mean, these Hellions, 1 Hellion is fairly low. All the SCVs are here, a couple of hits. 1 Hellion does go down. Hellbats do get dropped in the main mineral line. Drones having to run for their lives. The Blue Flame Hellions, still 2 of them enough, lining up around the drones, but not getting great hits. 4 go down there.
And Spidersayer bringing in the Zerglings is able to clean up the last of the Hellions, but those Hellbats are still being pesky, running around in that medevac and dropping wherever there are drones. And, you know, those Hellbats, man, they're getting healed by that medevac. they are difficult to deal with if you don't have the right units. One does end up falling, not before torching the majority of the light units there.
The Queen is actually doing no damage to that Hellbat.
Yeah, it is being healed.
It's doing negative damage.
But now the Mutalisks are on the field and are able to take out that Hellbat before the Queen gets killed.
So, yeah, Yoshi did kill 22 workers, so that's not great, but not as bad as the first time that happened to Spidersayer. He still has 42 drones to 55 SCVs, so he's still in a decent spot here.
But another Hellbat drop in the 4th base of Spiderslayer. There is a Spine Crawler there. One does fall. The Queen is working on the other, so both of those are going to be taken out. The Mutalisks trying to come to support, but the party's already over.
Yeah, 2 Thors now in production, but now comes the contain. So Spiderslayer with these Mutalisks can prevent Yoshi from expanding, and on comes the turret factory that is going to be Yoshi's base.
And sure enough, he's got Thors, he's got tanks, and he's not playing around. He doesn't want to take unnecessary damage if he can avoid it.
Spiderslayer's got great vision too. He's got a Ling on the potential 3rd base on both sides. Now he's just going to poke in with these Mutalisks and find the turrets, not to be unexpected here. But Hellbats and Thors, the Thor's getting picked up by the Medivacs. That could actually be scary if he runs into these with the Mutalisks. And
he does have to be very careful about that, and I almost, you got to wonder if that was intentional, because he is keeping those all together.
Yeah, and Spiderslayer did see that those were picked up with those few Zerglings that ran in. A Medivac of Hellbats is going to be intercepted here by the Mutalisks, and they are going to go down.
Nope, boost away.
That's only going to go so far. There is Spine Crawler here and a Queen. Queen going to finish off the Medivac. The Mutalisk going to finish off the Hellbats, but this push is still coming across the middle of the map.
And now those carried Thors are moving forward a little bit ahead. Oh, now they're behind.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that.
He does unload those to deal with these Mutalisks now.
So this is going to be an interesting push here. Spiderslayer doesn't have a ton of things behind it. 12 Banelings in production, 3 Roaches as well. And, once these finish, there's going to be a good number of Spine Crawlers here as well. Oh, but these Banelings have to go, taking so much damage from the tanks and the Blue Flame Hellions.
Ooh, that take shot took out a lot of Banelings that Spiderslayer needed. If he had been able to hold this attack from happening a few more seconds, he would have had those Spine Crawlers, he would have had those Banelings in the position that he wanted, and this would have gone a lot better for him.
This is a lot of Thors coming in. No damage on any of the Thors right now. The Mutalisk is going to be swinging around the back, maybe hoping to get some shots on these things. Oh, all the SCVs coming back too. The Mutalisk getting a huge damage on those, but the Thors just ravaging the natural expansion here.
Thors are coming back to try and protect their friends. The Mutalisks push back. And, Spiderslayer just doesn't have much here that he's going to be able to defend with more Banelings going in the main base, but of course Yoshi does spot that. He is going to be aware of it. He's just going to focus down this natural for now. And Spiderslayer is going to have to decide how he wants to handle this. If he's going to move out with these Banelings once they all pop, or if he's going to try and wait when they try and come up the ramp. But we will see. He did lose that natural expansion, however.
He does have the 3rd base, and Yoshi does have his own 3rd base down now. But and one Thor caught out of place here. Oh, but nice mine shots on those Mutalisks. Going to take out quite a few. Well, and more. There's just so many Thors here.
There are a lot of Thors, and Spiderslayer trying to be careful with these Mutalisks. I'm not sure why that one went forward, maybe just as a scout, but he is losing a lot of Mutalisks here.
All the Banelings.
Banelings are moving in, but they're taking out more of the tanks than they are of anything else. Not a lot. One pickup on the Medivac to save one of those Thors, so that was a great play there. And now the Mutalisks are dead. The Thors are still counting at 5. More Hellbats are coming across the map. Tanks continue, more Thors mines, and suddenly Yoshi's looking quite formidable. But Zergling run-bys are shutting down that 3rd base for now. It's only a matter of time, though, I think, for Spiderslayer. He's got to put something together or he is going to be out of time.
Yeah, I think that clock is definitely ticking. I mean, the 3rd base did have to lift up, but there were Hellbats there to take out the few Zerglings coming in to kill those, attempt to do some damage to those tanks, scanning around to see where the bases are. I mean, Spiderslayer just does not have anything right now, just a handful of Zerglings, and there are a couple low HP Thors and tanks here, but I mean, and there's Spiderslayer for GG.
So, ladies and gentlemen, the score is 2-2.
And you know what that means.
We are going to an extended series.
Extended series?
Best of 7. It was originally a best of 5, unless the one contingency was that if it went to 2-2. So we are doing a best of 7.
Yep. And I think we're going to take a brief break, let the players stand up and stretch.
Yep, and just confirm with the players that that's what we will be doing, is that best of 7.
That's what we will be doing.
Well, I just want to confirm with them, as it was a gentleman's agreement. So just going to verify everything, and then we will be right back.
Yep, so don't go anywhere. This series is sure to prove to be awesome, so we'll be right back.
Absolutely.